Artists for everybody was like this mantra that Keith Haring really lived by. He wanted people to experience the transformative power of art, how art heals and how magical it is. He really cared about issues and really wanted to use his art to be of service to his fellow man.
He speaks to religion, sexuality, and race in his work, as well as, of course, AIDS activism.
Keith Haring dissolved boundaries between high and low, between the street and the museum galleries.
To this day, his art answers to these times right now.
This is the first exhibition of Keith Haring's work at a museum in Los Angeles. And with that in mind, it really is a show that expands on the whole breadth of the artist's career. So the exhibition is titled after a quote from the artist's journals, "Art is for everybody." And that was really the guiding principle for his work and his practice. You can see that in the subway drawings, chalk drawings that he made on black pieces of paper that were used to cover up advertisements in the subways in New York City.
When Keith was making chalk drawings in the subway, it was less about him becoming this famous artist. It was more about being compelled to share and to expose people to art. He wanted to heal. He wanted to make people laugh. He wanted people to be moved in some way.
From the very beginning, he was activist in his practice. He creates these really intense, all-over canvases with really intricate compositions that address key social issues of that time. So he speaks to nuclear disarmament. He speaks to the Free South Africa movement, and makes several works that are critical of apartheid. The last gallery is dedicated to his AIDS activism work, and there's several paintings on view, as well as posters that he made as a part of the grassroots movement that was really about educating the public about how AIDS spread, how HIV spread, and supporting people who were affected.
If you're only using your eyes to experience this show, you're gonna miss a hell of a show, because you should come in open, think about who this man was and the time he lived in and the struggles he was dealing with, the challenges of the time, and how similar they are to the current challenges. And I think that's why it pops. I think that's why it resonates. It is complex in its simplicity.